welcome back to Next Up Haunted Adventures podcast. I'm here with Tony again.
Hello!
And we're here to discuss again more about haunted houses.
Oh, God. I thought we were going to talk about something else.
It's only called, Haunted Adventures
Oh!
podcast.
You see, I didn't read, the subtext after that. I just read Next Up, and I was like, oh, maybe we're going to be talking about video games.
I'm glad you can read. So, last time we had discussed about what he expected to experience in his first and second haunt. Mm-hmm. And we brought up that for the second episode, we would discuss which haunt, what he expects to experience in that haunt, or which haunt he would like to experience first. Ooh. So, yes. What haunted house, now I have an Excel spreadsheet you can look at. I don't have them all on there. I have to still update it. But what one would you like to go to first, and would you like to stay with Ohio or Michigan?
That's a big question. I know that we've talked before, and we have that other podcast where we've been talking about a certain haunt around here, and I know that Toledo doesn't really have that many haunts. Ohio, is good, but since we live in Toledo, we're closer to Michigan. I'd be open to going to Michigan and not going too far away, but you know what I mean.
So I've been known to drive almost 3 hours away for a haunted house.
Yes,
because I really like them. Sometimes hitting up a lot. I think my record currently is hitting 14 in one night in Cleveland.
Oh, jeez.
Toledo does have a lot to offer as far as haunted houses. I can't say that they're good,
right?
But there are a couple. I've been distracted and I was impressed.
Right.
There's another one in Toledo. I think it's it's like Extreme World or something.
Right.
I don't really remember what that one is, but that I believe is just off of Alexis Road.
Okay.
Terrortown is no longer here with us. Right. There is one over there called House of Damnation. It might be a good starter haunted house. I personally didn't find it super appealing.
Right.
But it would be good for someone who's never experienced a haunt before to experience that, because it's not super scary.
Right. Just
outside of Toledo, there is Screamakers and Panic in the Pines. They're only open on select weekends.
Wait, Panic in the Pines? Is that a band? I thought that was a place where, I thought Panic at the Pines, they sang that song Pretty Odd, right? I'm getting that confused with Panic at the Disco. My bad.
Yes, you are. Now, just outside of Toledo, we are Cedar Point Hollow Weekends. I wouldn't say any of their haunted houses are great, but they're fun to go through, especially if you're going through with people who are younger, because they tend to get frightened very easily.
Well, they also have, because I know I've been to Cedar Point around the time of that, and it's a huge event that happens every year, and it's not just they have these haunted houses. They also have just a lot of they have parades going on. They have certain events that happen, and there's even spooky tunnels that they have now that you cross underneath one of the bridges or anything like that.
They have concerts going on now. They have a group called the Skeleton Crew. They're very much similar to Cirque du Soleil, except a much more Halloween version, even though I know some people would think Cirque du Soleil falls under that anyway, and they kind of do. It's Cedar Point's version of it, and it's really cool. Right. It kind of made me grind my teeth a little bit because it made me very nervous.
Well, yeah, I mean, even Cirque du Soleil, you could... Like you said, you can kind of classify that as a Halloween-esque thing, but I mean, Skeleton Crew, I can understand watching something like that and just being that person's just gonna fall from that ribbon and die.
Now, unfortunately, I have the added quote-unquote perk. I won't be able to attend Cedar Point this year because of my recent surgery.
Right.
But I potentially could go. I just can't ride any of the rides, but I could attend the shows because they have a magic show. They have the Skeleton Crew. They have all the bands, and they have the haunted houses. Right. And by then, I'm sure my shoulder will be healed up well enough to be able to at least do those things.
And to flail your arms if you get scared.
Oh no, I don't really want anything to go wrong. But that's a place we could take you. There is Lake Erie Fear Fest on the outside. They obviously there's some competition there, but obviously a theme park and a place that's more dedicated to a haunted attraction.
Right.
They have their separate strengths, which means they'll stay in business. As far as Michigan goes, I would call them they have more dominance over Ohio in terms of haunted houses of how good they are.
Okay.
Ohio does have one of the best and more extreme haunted houses down in Columbus.
Right.
But if we were going to go for the one that's not necessarily scary, but still touchy, Erebus would be a good choice for you.
Okay.
Mostly use props. They do have a lot of good qualities.
Yeah, from what I've been told by you, it's not terrible. It's adrenaline seeking kind of because of the props and like jump scares. Like mostly haunted attractions from my understanding are a lot of jump scares.
Yes. And they still have some jump scares, but what they do with just taking those away, their haunted house is set up. It is beautiful. It just captures your attention fully. So any tricks that they can pull and they do, you don't really see coming. There are a couple you do see coming.
Right.
I'm not going to lie to that. I was pinned to a wall with an animatronic one year. But it is fun. It is semi-physical. But just going in there, it wasn't as scary. It was just, like, captivating.
Right. It's kind of more of an atmosphere as opposed to a segmented room.
Yes, they're not going to make you go through tiny rooms. No, these rooms are very open. They have some illusionary effects that really mess with your mind.
Oh, jeez.
But all in all, yes, a little scary, and most people might find it scary. I thought it was just a really cool place to be. Okay. It was like a really well done fun house.
Okay.
So that would be an option. It is a little bit of a drive, but they're open the most days of the week. There's also, there's various ones up in Michigan.
Right.
There's like Jackson's Underworld. There's Hush.
There's Showgirls?
No.
No? No.
No.
Good, because I don't want to get, some sort of stab wound from a knife.
It wouldn't be a knife. Maybe.
Interesting.
Regardless.
Hang on, we gotta get back on track. We just gotta
get back on track. Almost slipped up there a bit. Caught me off guard. In Cleveland, there is one I haven't been to, which would be fun to be your first because it's a haunted hayride.
Oh!
And it's called Spooky Ranch.
Woo!
And
I can't run away from that.
You can't run away from that. And also, they do have haunted houses. They have a package deal.
Okay.
There are a couple along the way also that look like they're fun to stop at. I haven't been to all of them.
Right.
There are some in Cleveland that aren't open. I'm hoping they haven't been open in like 2 years, but I'm hoping the Fear Experience does come back.
Fingers
they said
crossed.
they're going to be. So that would be a good one for you, but not for your first haunted house. It is a little too extreme. I brought some friends there.
Oh, jeez.
They don't touch you, but it is very much. It's kind of an extreme like haunted house to go to for your first time.
Okay.
I don't know how Spooky Ranch is. I've seen that it's kind of more on the family-friendly side, so I think it's probably more along like Erebus, where it's just kind of cool to be there instead of getting scared. They do have one haunted house that's only meant for the slightly older group of people.
Okay.
But I don't think they have any mature content. I believe they're one of the haunted houses that do not actually have gore.
Gotcha.
With Spooky Ranch, so I think that might be a perfect place for you next to Erebus, one of those two.
Well, I was going to say, I'm going to put my foot down right now. All right? We're going to do this. We're going to put my foot down.
You heard it. He's going to do it, so I have it recorded. He can't back out.
I can't back out now, but I think if you want me to go through an entire thing and not bail, it would have to be me facing the actual fear from the beginning and actually doing the haunted hayride.
Do the haunted hayride?
Do a haunted hayride, because it's, again, this whole storyline for this entire series of episodes that we're doing is let's get Tony to face haunted houses. Let's get Tony to face his fear. So why not do a haunted hayride? And
we want you as the viewers to witness this storyline develop. We want him to go from being kind of scared to probably being more scared the night before we leave, but also having that little bit of excitement knowing that we've talked about it. He's actually gonna get excited towards the end, and then we're gonna go do it, and it's not gonna be as bad as he's expecting.
Well, see, when Halloween comes around, it's almost Christmas for Shelby.
Yes, it is.
So, I kind of want that excitement. I kind of want to understand why people are so excited about this type of time of year. So, yeah, let's do that.
All right, and that's going to wrap up the second episode, folks.
Oh, I had more to talk about.
You had more to talk about.
I guess we're just going to do a third episode sometime later.
Yeah, we're going to end up, on the third episode, we're going to elaborate a little bit more on what he's going to look for while in the haunt and things that he wants to experience while at Spooky Ranch, wherever it is we actually end up going to in the fall. That's a wrap, folks.
Bye!